Welcome, Hoarders. Today we're going to be playing some more Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. That's a fucking mouthful of a title. In this episode, this one-day build, which I could literally change that, this 1 hour build, we're going to be doing the 1932 Ford Coupe, which I think is funny. I picked this because I thought, well, I did a GTA video of the same vehicle pretty much last Tuesday. So it would be yesterday as of when this video comes out. Let me throw this. Yeah, I just noticed something odd that I didn't notice before because it has to be in the update. This lift is now red. That one's blue and that one's yellow. They used to all be red. I know they were all red. I'm not losing my mind. I swear I'm not. Sell everything because I don't need none of that garbage. But we're gonna be tearing the entire thing apart. Like normal, what I do is I skip the tearing apart, and then I start from scratch from that point and build it up from there, if that makes any sense. Actually, what I think I want to do, I'm going to take all the exterior parts off. We're going to weld it to get all the rust off. We're going to go over to the paint shop, paint it, then bring it back, do the engine and stuff. And I'll see you when all the body panels are off and the new ones are on. Well, there wasn't much to take off, so let's go over here. We can grab the interior cleaning stuff, move that to A. Take the welder, move that also to A. Clean the inside, yes. Put it back where it came from. Use it. Put that back where it came from. Okay. I'm gonna be real. I legitimately thought this car was red. And one thing that I did notice when I took the trunk off of this, look! It has a fucking subwoofer in the back. Which it wouldn't have. That would actually be a seat. But, okay, whatever. Okay, now I'm gonna buy all the car parts for this. I didn't want to get in, but that is some shitty interior graphics. Okay, I just bought all the parts, so now we should be able to slap all of these on here. That's odd that that's the trunk, even though it's definitely not. Oh, yeah. So I guess you can pick if you want that off. Just kind of weird. But alright, I'll go along with it. What do you mean? Did I forget to buy that? I hope I didn't. That's a bit embarrassing then. Bunch of crap. I also had to... the update's a little weird since the last time I swore I bought that. Wonder if it's doing that thing that it loves to do where it shows that you bought it, so you actually did buy it, but all it did was take your money away. The piece is this. Correct? Yes. You guys witnessed me buying it that time. Throw a trunk on. Let's throw the rear bumper on. Okay, there it is that time. Is that everything? Looks like that's everything, so we should be able to move this now over to paint. And I'm going to try to do the same paint scheme that I did on on the 32 Ford Coupe on GTA 5? None. So they're gonna kind of force us to make the entire thing one color. Great. What color? Oh, that's the color right there. I couldn't even, like, I know it says hue, but on screen it's hard to even see that that's what it is. I don't know. I'm thinking red. Make it red, red, red. Make it dark red. And paint car. I hate how different it looks in here compared to when you're actually out in the other area, like the actual garage instead of the paint shop. Like, this looks fine to me. Preferably what I wanted was the part that's the like skirting that I have highlighted, which is the right trunk tail light, which is not right. But I wanted that black, and I wanted the rest of the car to be like a tannish brown. I like how that looks, but I guess we can't do that. So I guess I will see you guys after the engine's out, the chassis off, like, so all the old parts are gone. Okay, I just got finished buying everything that I need, actually. I just thought of one more thing that I think I forgot. I don't know what they call it in the game, like the blower head. Where, oh where? For the turbocharger. Or the supercharger. We're not turbocharging this. I don't know if they have an engine that you on this game that you can turbocharge and supercharge. I don't see it. Maybe I didn't look good enough the first time. I'm scanning back and forth this time. I'm gonna find it because I know that you need it for this specific car. I hope I have everything I need, but I'm not 100% sure if everything that I need is, like, I've bought. It's been a while since I played this last. Come on, you fucking bitch. Where is it? Where is it? I don't see it. Is it? Oh my god, this is just about right. Would it be under here? Oh god. Watch, it'll be something I have to find somewhere. I don't know if it'll tell me the name, like what the part is called. But we're gonna start off with doing the suspension first because that'll be easier. It's usually a lot quicker too. Let's do all the rubber bushings before we forget. Boop-a-doop. Boop-a-doop. That did take a long time to buy all those parts. I didn't realize how many parts this vehicle actually had. Seems like more than most. Usually the mods, aka any real vehicles, usually have more parts just to get them to fit. Did I get... Yeah, I did. See, I don't forget. This wouldn't have disc brakes anyhow. I don't even think disc brakes were invented until... they were probably a thing in the 60s? I don't know about the 30s. I'm guesstimating here. Because I'm assuming that this would have had drum brakes on the front and back. But this just has them on the back for some reason. And then ventilated brake discs in the front. Come on. Currently on GTA 5, I don't know, I kind of ramble when I'm talking about these. Okay, those are 205s. I want the 205s on the front, the 255s on the back. But on GTA, since I am not thinking of anything else right now involving this game, on GTA 5, just my luck, I was trying to save up to get the Stromberg for my next testing video, because it was on sale for like 1.795 million, I think is what it was. And I was like, that's some good savings, because now I don't have to save like 2.5 million or 2.3 something million. And once I got the money, they pretty much had the update, like they got rid of the sale once I got the money. I was like, are you kidding? But I'm going to be able to afford it soon. Right now I have the 1.7 million. I actually have it up on my TV right now for some reason. So once I get that, I will probably do the video on that after, depending if I get the, I don't remember what it's called in-game, like the first name, but it's a 290Z, which is based on the Datsun 240Z, which I'm actually surprised that they used, like, any number with a Z at the end. But if you don't know what that is, the newer cars are Nissan Fairladies. I don't remember specifically like the name. Like there's like 234Z, and I think the 750Z, I might not even be close. I think that's like one of the newest ones. There we go. And I tried to get all of the most, like, the best parts for this vehicle that I could get. That being the performance parts, so I can get more horsepower out of this, even though it is supercharged. Which, honestly, in my opinion, I would rather have the same engine that the Smith 1500 has. I like that engine, because I like working on it more, and I feel like it would be more time accurate. I think it's a straight 6 that the Smith 1500 has. And recently, I started changing the thumbnails too on all of my GTA 5 test videos, and I realized how garbage my mic was back then. I mean, I can't really tell how good or bad my current mic is, but technically it wasn't the mic to begin with, because I use the exact same microphone now that I used in some of my, like, older videos from, like, over a year ago. But I had a garbage microphone amp, which would distort it and make it sound like crap. Now I have, like, everything's better now, with regarding that. I have better editing software. We're getting up there, my dudes. the whole, I sound bitter when I bring that up. I have, what, 229 subs as of the day I am recording this. Going up slow. I'm gonna be real with you. I was thinking about maybe stopping this series because I'm sure that it has to be boring to a lot of people, because with this game it's pretty much you do it once, you've done them all. Just about, especially with suspension. It gets kind of boring, but I do like using the format as a way of, like, I guess like a weekly update type thing, like what's going on and all that. Put on these. These are not the correct rims that came, like, that you are supposed to put on it, but they look more accurate to me than the ones that were there. We gotta lower this. Oh god. Lower it. Put the engine in. I did also change the tires, but I'm not sure if I like them or not. We got to boop. Throw the engine block in. Back under it. You know, I didn't even think about draining the engine. Well, I wouldn't have had to anyway, because there was no oil pan on it. Do that. We can throw that in. No, we can't. Just kidding. Now we put it back down. That's really the only thing that makes the engine stand better than this, is that you can just rotate it and not have to wait for the engine to come down or anything like that. I also think pistons and piston rings should be one and the same on this game, because it's kind of, in my opinion, dumb. Even though I accidentally bought 16 pistons, and I think I just got the regular 8 piston rings, but I accidentally bought 16 pistons. I think I was thinking of the valve push rods, and I bought 16 of them. And the rocker arms. And I kind of felt stupid after doing that. We can just I always try to build as much of the engine as I can, until I would have to go back underneath to do another part. Oh my god. I actually bought all of the exhaust parts, even though it only had about half. And I bought the right ones. Let's put all of our spark plugs in. We'll do one side of each engine head. We'll do one. We'll do each engine head at a time. Like, completely build one and completely build the other. Because I get a tiny bit annoyed doing these. Because your mouse has to be perfectly on it. It's like 1 pixel of room in order to get this where it needs to be. Which is kind of dumb. I also saw there's a new thing on the map. I'm going to try to go there. Because I had to update this before I could even run it. It also said that I could change the floor. Like, I can change how my garage looks, but I don't know if that's a paid update or not. But I saw a thing, I think it was a speed track. I think that's what it was called. Put on our engine head cover. Didn't even mean to do that one. God. It's been so long since I played this. I actually ended up selling a car instead of doing what I would prefer to do, is to fix up and then sell a car specifically. But I had 2 of the Trans Ams. The one I made to look like the Bandit Trans Am. Why did I try to do that again? I know that that's not something I own. So I sold the red one that I did the video on. which the black Trans Am was the one that I originally did the video on, but I found out when I was finished that I forgot to press record, and I felt stupid. Which I guess is fair, because it was a very stupid thing to do. I've been doing YouTube for, what, almost 3 years, and forgot to press record. That is very stupid of me. What? I definitely bought that. I definitely bought that. I know for a fact I bought that fucker. Do the other side of the fucking engine. Then after this, we'll do underneath the engine, because that's the last time that we should have to go under the engine then, just to put all the piston caps on and the crankshaft caps. And then the oil pan, and that would be it for under this. Then come back up. We'll buy the belt, put the belt on. We also have to do the transmission, which I somehow just forgot about. So we need serpentine belt B and coil B, I believe is what it is. And coil B should be under here. And we need to go serpentine belt B. Serpentine belt B. I think this is the one I bought last time. Which this is the one that I needed. Which is easy to probably get them confused. I'm gonna check, because I guarantee that's what I did. Yep. I bought that one like an idiot. Okay, so we are going to lift her up. We have to also put our drive shaft in. So let's do the transmission, drive shaft, then under the engine. And these are also all performance parts. Everything that you can get as a performance part on here, I have, because it makes things better. They should have just a full performance, like the whole engine block and stuff like that. This also didn't have a starter on when I bought it. It did come with a transmission, because I didn't buy one. They should also come out with like carbon fiber drive shafts, or whatever it is that they do. I think it's carbon fiber. Or aluminum. Would they have aluminum? I don't think they'd have aluminum. I bought 4 caps and I only needed 3. Great. I know I bought 6 of the piston caps because I already had 2 of them. It kind of annoys me that the piston caps are a different color than the actual piston. But it's okay. Okay, start. Do that. Sometimes this gets boring. Oil pan. Then after the oil pan's on, we still have to do the oil filter, and that should be the last thing we need under here. It also didn't come with an oil filter. I am assuming, though, that this is going to drive like every other car in the game. Because that's what you probably should expect. Because out of every car I drove in the game, especially the supercharged V8s, overhead valve V8s, every one that I drove felt exactly the same. Oh yeah, you have to put the cap on before you can put the pins on, or the clips. And the only clip that was on this was the back one. Right there. Which is a pain in the butt to get on. Put those 6 bolts on. Go over here. Let's put in all our push rods. And then we can put in our rocker arms after that. And our engine head cover. Then we'll do all the wiring, the rest of the timing, radiator, and then finish all the top of the engine stuff, which is pretty much a supercharger. The blower that I can't find. Probably just has a different name, and that's why I couldn't find it. I don't know. Or maybe it's an imaginary one. For some reason I have a feeling I'm gonna have to go to the junkyard to get it, though. Which would be dumb. I have other cars with them on it. I'll just rip it off there. Probably would have been easier to just do that, like rip the whole engine out and put it on this. Let's finish all our timing parts. Actually, we can't yet. We have to hook on the supercharger to finish all our timing parts. Because we have to put on the supercharger belt, which I think might be the last belt. And then you can do the fan, maybe. Nope. You have to do belt A, then the fan, then the radiator. And we're done with that, and I keep constantly getting text messages right now, when I usually don't ever get bothered by anyone. Sadly. Okay. Slap that on. Put on our filters. And... okay, so it's the V8 air scoop. So let me guess, it's gonna be right at the very beginning of this, and somehow I didn't see it. Right there it is. Right there it is. I'm an idiot. I don't know how I didn't see it. Come on. Okay, ta-da. Oh, I think they changed that. Before, I think it was just 3 holes. That's cool. You gotta put a very important thing in. Called oil. I hate that stupid funnel looks stupid when it's like that. It looks like glitched. Even though it probably isn't. Okay. Check here. We have a map. Oh no. Did I put the wrong... No, I didn't, because we have a supercharger on it. Okay. Yeah. We're good. Is there any other parts? I know we bought 8 more pistons than we needed. That looks like we're good. Is there anything else? I don't think there's anything else. I think we're set. I don't even know why I did that, because I didn't even need to do that. Let's move it to A. And... snap. Crackle. Pop. Go. Can you let me in? That dash looks so stupid. Well, let's start. Yes. And very easily, too. It kind of sounded a little weird. Let's take it into the dyno. Where's the dyno? There it is. Okay, now let's test it on the dyno, and then I want to take it down to that like top speed track, whatever you call it. So it should, the factory engine puts out 459 horsepower with the supercharger, but I added a bunch of better parts, so that brings it, I almost doubled that. Wow. Yeah, gained 93%. That's almost double what it was. Let's move this back out to A. And let's take it over to, here it is. I don't, oh yay, I don't have the required DLC. I also don't have the DLC for the off-road track. So we're going to, which one is it? There's the, no, I don't want to go to the test track. The test track's stupid. Okay. It looks like terrible. Like the graphics are terrible. I don't know how they're as bad as they are. I have this running on high. Yeah, it drives pretty much like every other supercharged V8 overhead valve. I hate when I say it like that. Overhead valve V8, not V8 overhead valve, because that sounds stupid. Keyboard cabinet. This thing's hard to drive, especially since I'm constantly flooring it. I don't think you could get this up to speed. Holy God. 800 horsepower can't be like this, can it? Just trying to go in a straight line and it doesn't even do that. Well, I'm probably gonna end the video here then. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm probably still gonna continue the series, just, I don't know, every once in a while though, not constantly. Like, not every time this game comes up. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. And if you did enjoy the video, don't forget to watch one of my previous, next, and related videos, and don't forget to check out my other social medias in the description down below.